Ireland coming out on top by just a single goal as it ended 43-42. Earlier this evening, we saw home team Gibraltar and Isle of Man face off in another exciting encounter. In fact, with exactly the same score, 43-42, Gibraltar delighted to have taken that win. I'm Lynn Carpenter, and I'm really pleased to be joined in the commentary box again by Pip Cross, President of the Isle of Man. Pip, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Have you recovered?
No. 2 big nail biters, so it's just incredible in terms of the performance the girls are putting out. But yeah, real nail biters. I'm not sure my nerves could take much more.
So we've seen all the teams performing at such a high level here this weekend. Both yourselves as Isle of Man and the UAE come into international competition for the first time. What's the experience been like?
I think the girls are naturally disappointed in the two games that they've lost, but overall the experience has been absolutely superb. Couldn't ask for a better stage really to start our Netball Europe career, if you like. But yeah, it's just fantastic. The facilities are brilliant. This live streaming is fantastic. All the facilities here, a real credit to the event.
And we'll shortly be bringing you the starting 7 of the 2 teams to play tonight. UAE against Ireland, big game again. We had a quick look at the experience of the players. We know that the UAE, like yourselves, come here this weekend for the first time. UAE's 3rd game over the weekend. So we reckon that the starting 7 will have roughly 21 caps between them, compared to Ireland, who hit the court with their starting 7, 340 caps.
And I think that's something that the Isle of Man took from that game yesterday in terms of the end of the match, 43-42, and being completely unranked, just starting out and competing so well against a team who are ranked 20th.
So here we go. You can see the full Republic of Ireland squad on the screen in front of you. Let me tell you, the starting 7 for the Republic of Ireland, very experienced lineup. Goal shooter Hines, goal attack Fran Duffy, wing attack Fanning, in at centre Murphy, Sinnott at wing defence, captain and experienced player Jen Slater at goal defence, and goalkeeper is Jeffries. So, with all that experience, what would you expect us to be seeing from Ireland tonight, Pip?
Well, I think they, having seen the UAE play over these last few days, I don't think Ireland can afford to sort of rest on any laurels at all. I think they're going to be pushed the whole way in this match. Really keen to see how both teams get on.
So, as you can see, the UAE squad now taken to the court. I can tell you that their starting 7 is goal shooter Donovan, goal attack Vickery, wing attack Chase, Lewis in at centre, wing defence Richardson, goal defence Porter, and their captain Liv Flanagan in at goalkeeper. So UAE will be up for that. We've had a quick kind of calculation of all the different combinations and wins. It's literally anyone's tournament this weekend.
Absolutely, and I think this, again, Gibraltar put out a fabulous performance against the Isle of Man just in this previous game. Again, this is all to play for. I think both teams are going to come out absolutely firing.
And we're just waiting for our umpires of today's game, Ian Fuller and Joe Lilly, to start this game, full of anticipation. The crowd were amazing in that last game for Gibraltar.
Absolutely. We were hoping that we got as many cheers back home as we said. Hopefully every time they hear a Gibraltar cheer, then they were cheering just as loudly for us back home.
I'm sure that would have been the case. So let's see what happens here. Duffy has a second opportunity through the penalty. Makes no mistake. Republic of Ireland on the scoreboard.
I think in terms of what the UAE have put out, they seem to have put out certainly their starting 7 from the previous few games. They could afford to make some changes, use the whole bench yesterday.
You saw Slater's face there, so close to getting a clean tip on the shot, really challenging things for defender, but pressure on.
Oh, nice.
What a great intercept there. Great pressure by UAE, 3 seconds. Richardson finding Lewis down the court, and again, not quite finding the combination of Vickery and Donovan in there. Oh, great pressure by Lewis. That's a great ball into Donovan.
Perhaps needed that one to settle the nerves. Hopefully they can get that back.
Oh, well read by Vickery. You can sense the anticipation out there on the court. Slater really putting Donovan under pressure in that circle. All her experience in there. What a great reading of the game. Contact called against Chase. A few unforced errors for the UAE early in this first quarter. 3 minutes gone on the clock and only one goal scored from either team so far. Another turnover. See what they can do. Vickery. Oh. Donovan had space on the back line.
Deep breath there by Donovan. Lovely.
She's pleased with that. Yeah. There'll be a few nerves out there. They know this is a big game. UAE.
You always need your first one to always need your first one, don't you? Settle the nerves. Get your eye in.
Good choice by Duffy. Hines with all her experience. 2-1. Ireland lead. Donovan's finding it hard in that circle to give an option. Good pressure by the combination there of Slater and Jeffries. Great pressure by Slater.
Oh, a 3-second call.
Fanning joined Ireland today.
I suppose players have the difficulty of getting time off work, all that sort of thing, pressure of other commitments.
Absolutely, and very much like yourselves, players all fund the travel, the competition, costs, kit, etc. all themselves.
Yeah, we're lucky that we've got the support of a sponsor, to help with some kit and some, and some travel. Very, very fortunate.
So 3-1 now. Ireland taking just a narrow lead. Flanagan almost getting a hand to that ball. 4-1. Will the experience, you think, of the Ireland side show today, Pip?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and again, it's I think we were stressing earlier. The girls are all sort of homegrown, and I just think it's a great sort of testament to what we've got on the island in terms of the level of play, the standard of play, and that will only get better. The more of the more of this type of competition that we can play.
And similar position, obviously, for UAE. Ireland is going to come out firing. I think everyone recognises this is a really key game in this tournament. Only 2 more games tomorrow. This is game 8 of 10 this weekend that we bring you live streaming. 5-2, Ireland lead.
And the live streaming, I think, is now key, isn't it? You know, in terms of increasing your the exposure of the teams, and increasing the exposure of sponsors, and just the level of play, the standard of play. I don't think we were surprised by the standard of play, but it's just great, you know, to be able to see these games, and I'm getting as excited watching a game. You know, I've been to World Cups, you know, and sitting just as excited watching these, and
rightly so. The standard this weekend has been amazing. The event's been run rightly. It's a full international.
Yeah.
All the standards are that you'd expect to find at either the Commonwealth Games or the Netball World Cup in terms of recovery, support, all of that.
Absolutely.
Great.
Super ball.
Hines knows how to hold her place there under the post. Thumbs up. So Murphy brings the ball out. So just halfway now in this first quarter, 6-2. Ireland lead against UAE. They'll be wanting to get themselves into this game. Good rebounding there by Hines. You can see them all keeping their eye on the clock. You're not going to get that one by Jeffries. So Donovan steps up.
Nice and confident.
7-3. Hines again. Oof. That's got a unwelcome poke to the eye. I don't think that will put her off, to be honest.
No.
Oh, well held Vickery. Great bit of
skill.
Court play there. Oh. Slater saying, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
I thought I had it. She can't. Nice one too. Well held by Donovan. It wasn't an easy ball. Held it well. 8-4. Just over 5 minutes to go. So Murphy finding Fanning. Great space to Hines. Good turnover by the UAE. Good pressure in there. Chase. Oh, just misunderstanding where Lewis was going. Now. So umpire just explaining to goalkeeper Flanagan why she's getting pulled. Helpful, the umpire's clarifying contact at this early stage in the game.
Lovely ball, lovely long ball in.
Confident pass. Finds Donovan. Important goal to score, 9-5. So competitive in there. UAE are not going to want to go into half time with too much of a gap. If they can help it, they're going to want to pull the ball back. Nicely recovered by Lewis. Not quite as consistent shooting there, perhaps. We've seen the UAE in the last couple of games.
Yeah, they've been very positive under that post in that shooting circle. Oh dear,
ball handling.
It's that constant pressure that causes these little slip-ups occasionally.
So both these teams played twice yesterday, so 2 full internationals. So literally it's the third game within 24 hours. It's quite a big ask of these players.
It is an ask, and you know some of our players have had a little bit of treatment last night and today, just to sort of get them match fit. But yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
So this game, or at least this quarter, going Ireland's way. Nice 11-5 at this moment in time. What can Duffy do? Well held there by Fanning. Can't give Jan Hines that much space on the post. Early thoughts for what the UAE need to do here, Pip? You had a magic wand.
Well, we must have been. I think again in our first game against the UAE, again we've got no idea what we were up against. I think they perhaps just need to cut out some of these small handling errors. But they're certainly putting on enough pressure to win ball.
They are. So still all to play for, 12-6. We saw that in the last game. 6 between Gibraltar and yourselves of the Isle of Man. That kept closing. There was no giving up right into that last whistle. So this is literally 3 turnovers between the two teams.
And that's what when you're sitting on the bench, that's what we're working on. Just thinking two more turnovers, 3 turnovers. That's all it is. And as long as you can hit the target at the other end, then you can. All is not lost if there's a bigger gap.
And that was a great release by Lewis to find Donovan under the post. So Republic of Ireland, minute here now remaining this first quarter. Oh, so much pressure on every ball. So Duffy, 14 playing 7. Just over 40 seconds on the clock. Another long bomb into Donovan.
Needs that one.
Just got to take her time. Great shot. It's interesting because these are really big games, aren't they, for yourselves and the UAE. Not play that before. You can almost feel the slightly different tension on the court.
You can feel the tension, and again, because your players, you just think they wouldn't normally make that mistake, and again, it's all down to the nerves and the pressure.
So it's Slater getting in the way of the UAE's plans for another goal. 1 second. This could be beyond them. Good effort.
Yeah.
So the teams take to the bench. Ireland very happy with their performance at this stage, leading the UAE by 14 goals to 8. Good start by both teams. Perhaps slightly more unforced errors within the UAE than we've seen yesterday.
Certainly that we've seen in previous games. Yeah.
So we'll see whether the coaches think they need to make some early changes. Wouldn't be surprised if the UAE ran a couple of subs over there.
Possibly, or they might perhaps leave things as they are in terms of letting them settle. I can see some possible bid changes, position changes going on over there.
So we'll bring you those officially as soon as we can. I hope you're enjoying the netball from wherever in the world you are watching. What a great weekend we've had here. 2 games going down to the last few seconds and 1 goal. Level of competition is brilliant, and the more we talk about it, the more we're saying we have got to create opportunities and exposure for all the teams that sit outside the top 15 in the world, because there is so much good quality netball there, and unless you all progress, we're not going to continue to put pressure on those teams that are already sitting at the top of the league, if you like.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of talk about that at the after the Commonwealth Games, in terms of some more competition outside that, as you say, outside that top 15. This is obviously one of them. But the more we can get, the better.
And of course, it would be completely remiss of me if I didn't mention the fantastic result that England netball achieved at the Commonwealth Games. What a great game, what a great credit to the team on the court, the team on the bench, the team behind the team, and all those people who over very many years have committed to the sport in England and more widely, who've helped England to get to where they've been. What a credit, and a credit to every single person who made that happen. I think we can all say we were absolutely so proud of them.
Absolutely, incredible journey all those girls have been on, and it just shows the drive and the commitment, the will to do it. I think we all knew that they could do it, and again, fabulously close games. Everybody wants that top position.
And we've had our own kind of Commonwealth Games finals here, 2 games already, going down to that last kind of few seconds.
And we've been in both.
You have indeed. Unfortunately for the Isle of Man, just the wrong side of the result.
Just the wrong side, but again, they can take huge credit from that. So, and as I said earlier, just hope you're not too disappointed.
Well, you've got an opportunity tomorrow against Israel to finish your campaign on a high.
Absolutely, yeah. We were hoping that we might get some welcome support back at the airport on Monday. That would be nice.
That would be lovely. So here we go.
Ireland 14, United Arab Emirates 8.
So the teams taking to the court. We'll bring you the official changes shortly. Just waiting, as always, for our umpires to start the game. As I've acknowledged a number of times, we're lucky to have some of the best umpires in the world here this weekend officiating for us. Much appreciated as always. And here we go, UAE to take the centre pass.
Oh, just in the same space there, a little bit of misunderstanding where that ball was going.
So Slater just pulled back out, double penalty into Vickery.
Lovely shot.
Starts the second half really positively for the UAE. Time's going to do with it. Long bomb down the court to Vickery, and what a great ball into Donovan, finding space. Just needs to put those away, which she does. Second attempt. And there's that one turnover we were talking about. 14-10, UAE centre pass. Now defining moment. for them. Vickery having to work really hard outside that circle. There's the space. Oh, bit of a misunderstanding there. You just want teams to score off the centre pass. Great vision. Oh! Lucky to get a second attempt potentially there. So they did score off the centre pass eventually. Puts a bit of pressure back on Republic of Ireland, who lead 14-11. 2 minutes gone in this second quarter. Very experienced combination of Murphy. Couldn't quite find Haynes. Duffy saying I was at the front here. Unfortunate contact call for UAE. So Republic. You see Flanagan and Hines matching up well in the circle there, putting lots of pressure on.
Very quick shot.
First one of this quarter for Ireland. I think the umpire's possibly saying, can you get the ball back to the centre quickly, please? Oh, such a confident feed by Lewis. Acknowledged nicely by Donovan. 15-11, keeps the pressure on Ireland. Manson now on their wing attack for the UAE, but Hines down here again for Republic. 16-12. Getting called a lot for distance.
Yeah, well, there's lots of distance calls, lots of holding calls. In this game and in the game before.
Oh, unfortunate. Good pressure by Ireland. Good front cut by Duffy there. Didn't leave Porter many options.
Hines calling for the pass there.
And again looking for that reverse interception.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get there. So Ireland keeping up the pressure. You see Flanagan hunting there at the back, just looking to time it. If she comes out, Hines will punish her for it if it's too early. Porter and Flanagan putting pressure on Hines and making Duffy come in. Oh, great defence. Ireland really tried to create that space, but
the defence just dropped off Hines then, and then the pass button just popped slightly too late.
good pick-up by Manson. Donovan.
Nice rebound.
Shooting stats probably not quite as effective for the UAE so far in this game. This level can't afford to miss them, as they'll find out, I'm sure. It's good pressure in there.
Oh, shooting.
Oh, Hines
Not happy.
not happy with that call. Hands on the hips. Let's see if UAE can capitalise. sure if that was a footwork call.
Yeah.
Hines did well to hold that.
Getting frustrated with herself now.
You can always tell with Jan when she puts her hands on the hips, you know she's not happy. Good hold, Vickery. That Irish defender really effective. Wall of white out there. Nice option. Ooh.
Yeah.
She almost seemed to take quite a long time on that shot.
Yeah, and again, very frustrated with herself.
Oh, great play there by Richardson. Didn't quite keep it UAE's way. There she is again. 5 in it. Halfway now in the second quarter, heading towards half-time. Ireland 7-18, UAE 12. 4-all though, score-wise in this quarter, so UAE very much in the game.
I think they've had some, they've missed a couple of opportunities. Hopefully they get another one now.
Vickery. Great to see that they've got a huge amount of travelling support here from the UAE.
It is, yeah. I think we've got 5.
That's
but
still significant.
What this has done is that I think we'll be getting more next time.
Well, if they don't get their tickets booked early, they won't be able to get into the
Absolutely.
stadium.
No,
Almost sell out here in
There
Gibraltar.
is that, yes. We have a phrase: book early to avoid disappointment.
Great feed there into Hines. Ooh, wow, there's a bullet. Slater calmly says, no problem.
Lovely.
So score 5-all this quarter. That still keeps the gap to 6, 19-13. Not sure if that was an offside call.
Oh, well kept. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Again, slight confusion there about who's
Not
whose
quite
contact was
clear,
whose.
is it? I think we can't see, and we're looking at it with a really good view here. It's difficult to see. And Hines looking a little bit more animated than we sometimes see her. Is that breaking down this end?
I think we've had a few down that end at breaking. Yeah.
You'd have expected the Republic of Ireland perhaps have more experience than that. Their coach, Joan Young, will be very vocal, I'm sure, about that. We were talking about unforced errors last night. Joan has quite strong views about it.
I'm sure that we're all told in no uncertain terms, are we? Those.
Of course, we're sitting here in the luxury of the seats rather than being under the pressure that these players are under. Great defence by UAE. Absolutely not an inch to move on there.
Oh, that's 2 of them. Oh, unlucky.
So still 20 against 13. UAE in possession. Just 3.5 minutes remaining. Quite low scoring this one, 6-5 this quarter. So very defensive game.
Very. And we're talking about lots of enforced errors both sides, not maintaining the possession that they might like.
So Hines, oh, bit of a wobble on the post. Nope. Kind of little shrug there, as if to say, I don't know why that one didn't go in. So slightly more comfortable lead now, 21-13, Ireland lead. Donovan contacting. Good vision down the court. Porter and Flanagan trying to put a wall of black between Republic and Hines, and successfully turned the ball over. Referee saying she can't hear the umpire.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. I think, isn't it? You know, there's.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything deliberate about the players not reacting. It's difficult for them to hear. Donovan again. Can she narrow the gap? She can.
I think they'll get happy again with that one.
Flying interception by Porter there.
What a shame they
Couldn't
couldn't keep hold of that.
yeah. Richardson couldn't quite get it. Just over a minute left here. Having to bring that ball back so many times. Good defence by UAE. I thought Hines' foot was out there, but perhaps not. She certainly is. Duffy bringing the score 22-14. We're into the last 40 seconds of this quarter. Low scoring so far. Donovan adds another one.
Ireland will be keen to get one in in these last few seconds.
30 seconds is plenty of time, as we know, in international netball.
Oh, wide open.
Wow, Slater
Leaving
saw
her
the
wide
keeper
open.
with her head down.
Yeah.
Whoop. Hines very pleased. Held the clock. 5 seconds on the stadium clock here. They've got to get it to the shooter, get it in, give her an opportunity.
Oh, it's gone the other way.
Dear. Now they're going to just welly it down. They are. So, bit of a mixed quarter there. Republic of Ireland will be pleased to take to the half-time bench 23 goals against UAE's 15. Quarter a little bit better for UAE, 9 against their 7. But I don't feel it was a particularly good quarter for either side, Pip, to be honest.
Perhaps not, no. Again, lots of unforced errors, lots of turnovers not being capitalised on. I think perhaps both teams are aware of the pressure, aware of the need to win. So yeah, taking a break now, though, leaving.
Yeah, the UAE strategically and tactically tend to leave the stadium. A few faces looking not as pleased as they have done on previous occasions, as we can see them walking out. Really important now for the coaches to lift their team. Get them back ready. Interestingly, UAE are the only team who are taking the opportunity to leave. 8 minutes is a long half time, as we know. We have with space on the back line.
Deep breath there by Donovan.
Hines with all her experience. Competition, costs, kit, etc. all themselves.
Yeah, we're lucky that we've got
Game 8 of 10 this weekend that we bring you live streaming. So Donovan steps up.
Nice and
She can't. Nice one too.
play.
Well held by
He
Donovan.
did move the
Wasn't
ball.
an easy ball. That first quarter.
So
competitive in there.
hit the target.
So 14-8 we know first quarter to Republic of Ireland. 9-7 in the second half. Much more low scoring. Kind of coupled with unforced errors on both sides. Such a confident feed.
Obstruction calls holding
By
calls,
Lewis.
Not
Way now in the second quarter, heading towards
because
half time. Ireland 7.
Either team hasn't been able to
Donovan again.
increase their
Can she
scoring.
narrow the gap? She can. So it'll be interesting to see 2 to
how the
14.
teams
We're into
react
the
to
last
the
40 seconds.
half-time score.
When you're 8
Of this
down,
quarter.
it's quite
Low
significant
scoring
half time. Maybe
so
make
far.
some changes.
I think so,
Donovan
yes.
had-
And again, if they've got fresh
in
legs
these
on
last
their,
few seconds.
on their bench.
30 seconds is plenty of time, as we know in international netball.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Slater saw the keeper with
most of their quarters, I think, again, either just try and make some changes, reduce that deficit.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah, and I was just saying that the again teams making changes just to try and reduce that deficit. It worked for the Isle of Man in the last game. Just trying to make sure that the teams don't the opposition team doesn't completely run away with that. So yeah, we might expect to see some changes from the UAE. They've certainly got some depth in there across the court.
So a great experience here, and we have quite clearly and quite vocally been recognising the efforts of Gibraltar to host such an effective international competition. Let's see how the rest of the tournament goes. Difficult when you're the host country, lots of pressure on you. They came out fantastically in that last game.
They did, and again, we did hope, obviously hope that you can take that win. Wasn't to be for us, but again, yeah, and the whole sort of support from Gibraltar here has been absolutely fantastic. There were girls running for us. There obviously there's ball girls. And the whole support, the whole sort of network from the table officials and everything has been absolutely superb. And I think they've hosted many a competition.
They've hosted a few over the years. They've continued to improve their court craft. Clearly, we talk about the team on and off the court, the umpires, as well as all the coaches and the bench, the match bench officials, absolutely essential at this level. And it's not a case of just sitting down and keeping a few scores. It's a really tough job, and we've acknowledged the support that Gibraltar has from their buddies Netball Scotland. They've been down and done a number of courses. There's 2 of our colleagues from Netball Scotland here today, and that's the great thing about Netball Europe. And we talk about you've joined a netball family. We fundamentally believe that, and while you've seen the competition on the court, off the court, everybody's working towards the same goals, which is to drive up the opportunity and the quality of netball here in Europe.
And I think that's brought it home to us as well, in terms of everybody does want to help. They want to help you progress in every area. They want to help you in terms of support with coaching, support with some umpiring. We don't have that infrastructure yet in terms of A award umpires or in terms of bench officials. But again, we've been talking about that this weekend, and how the other countries can support us in that, and we're really looking forward to be able to work with some of these countries. We've yet to get our own buddy, but again, there's no shortage in in players and officials wanting to help us, and perhaps they'll come and see us on our little island.
Well,
Very soon.
That's brilliant, and the support will be here from everybody in netball and around the netball family globally. It really is a huge opportunity for everyone to support those coming in. If you are tuning in from wherever you are, remember, if you want to join the netball conversation, use our hashtag #NEOpen. It's great to see so many comments coming through. Ministry of Culture is retweeting from here in Gibraltar. We're delighted to have the Minister of Sport joined us at half-time, Stephen Linares, who's keeping the tweets going. Impressive that Minister of Sport knows how to tweet.
Absolutely. And again, it was lovely for Gibraltar to host a little reception for country delegates. And again, they seem to be very, very supportive of sport in general here. And again, it's great that they've got that support.
So interesting. Just watching the court there, Pip. Interesting timing. UAE out very early, so showing that they're ready. But Ireland just taking their time, as you perhaps would expect from an experienced side.
Absolutely, yeah. Working it all out, using all the available time.
So our umpires rejoining us, bringing the ball back in. Just waiting for the official time. And here we go. Ian Fuller bringing the ball into court for a Republic of Ireland centre pass. 30 minutes remaining here. And an early turnover.
Already.
So great ball into Vickery. She takes the early shot.
I'm encouraged by that, turning over Ireland centre. And getting another opportunity now.
So 23-16.
Lovely weight. Unlucky.
Disappointing. So unchanged side by Ireland, as you can see. Great take by Duffy. She's going to make no mistake. 24 plays 16 here at Victoria Stadium in Gibraltar. Great ball into Hines. Flanagan getting pulled quite a lot by Jo Lilly, the umpire, for her arms.
The UAE have made one substitution, bringing on Rogan at wing attack.
So see how quickly she settles
that's
in.
Too big.
I think you can't really afford to do that when you've got the likes of the long arms of Jeffries and Slater in that Ireland defence. So Murphy into Duffy, quick 1-2.
Oh, good steal.
I think Flanagan thought she'd contacted, but the umpire didn't call it, so you get on with it, don't you?
That's a lovely drive again.
Unlucky Vickery. Sense Donovan's just got to try and give herself a few more options in there. Great pressure by UAE. Rogan. Jeffries and Slater just not going to give an inch in there. And you can see Hunter, Slater going for everything.
Oh, lovely goal.
So 2 apiece in this quarter. 3 minutes gone. Ireland lead 25-17 against UAE.
Oh, super long shot.
Hines will be pleased.
Goal attack for the UAE, working very hard, covering an awful lot of ground.
We've seen her at goal attack and wing attack, so quite a good feeder. Oh, Donovan will be pleased.
Yeah, that'll make her feel a lot better.
26-18 here. Oh, good pick up by Flanagan. Looking for options. You see Ireland, you can see Slater hunting that ball all the time, just tempting the lifted pass in. Rogan contacted. Great take there by Fanning, another experienced player for Ireland. Nearly 30 caps to her name, Trish Fanning. Contact the other way, Duffy this time, so UAE will get an opportunity to. Great. Oh, footwork called.
Whoops.
So great hands there.
Turning over this ball all the time.
It really is so competitive.
Nice. Yeah.
Vickery working so hard in there. You know, you argue perhaps when you get the ball, keep the ball.
Yeah, put it up.
Shoot the ball, otherwise Slater will do that.
I know, she was, just called out.
So Vickery to bring it in. Doing a great job there. You can see again, Slater's so experienced.
Oh, that was great.
Good tip.
Oh, that was
great shot. So, Ireland 26, UAE 19.
And Donovan seems a lot more settled now in this quarter. That ball is moving so quickly around that circle.
Oh, she's got to take those shots when she gets in that space. The pressure that Donovan is under makes it very difficult for the 1-2. So Fanning linking nicely with Murphy. What a great drive between Duffy and Hines. She almost did.
Speaking too soon, yeah.
So the gap remains 8. 4-4 this quarter. 9 minutes just under remaining in the third quarter of the 8th game here. All these stats.
I know.
Where's the weekend going?
Oh, it'll be time to go home. I don't want to go.
Well, I'm sure the Minister of Sport and all the tourism here in Gibraltar would more than happy the Isle of Man team stayed for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll be having some chats with them when we get home. As well. Our own ministers and whatever. They've not been that involved just yet, but hopefully that will get better over time.
Well, I don't think you could ask for a better demonstration of support through the government than Gibraltar have.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure your team's back home.
Well, again, it's an event like this that sort of really focuses everybody. In terms of it's our first international competition. Other sports are maybe looking to take taking a similar direction, and competing in Europe.
So I think if Donovan is going to keep in the game, she's going to have to give some options in there. So tight, Slater and Jeffries. Those balls are not going to fall for her.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see if UAE coaches think that they need to make some changes. didn't quite get the contact between the Irish team there, 2 players. Yep, she's there. You just can say, give the ball. She had to work hard for a space. Great rebound,
great
Donovan.
rebound. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't think she's still, Donovan, entirely happy with herself at the moment. You keep seeing these little shakes of the head.
Well, they are within 7, so this could close the gap again. Keeps the pressure on.
Oh yeah, it does. Lovely.
Very much so. Great score there. So in terms of this quarter, even with that goal, UAE are up 6-5.
Oh.
So good performance by them.
Oh.
That's such a difficult ball, yeah. Too much. Just not on.
Yeah, that was always going to happen there. Big long ball into
Hines, great ball there to her. 29 against 21. We're just over 5 minutes now to three-quarter time. Been a bit of a scrappy game really today, Pip. Not quite as clean from either team.
And again, I think that's all down to, you know, the competitiveness. You know, I think both teams perhaps think they can. Think the UAE think they've got a great opportunity, a great chance to take. Except that was a little bit of a misunderstanding there from Ireland, but yeah, super competition, and certainly everything to play for.
It is a fantastic standard in netball. Here with our 3 ranked teams. Ireland ranked 22 in the world, Gibraltar 31 and Israel 38, and then of course the UAE and Isle of Man not ranked yet. Good goal there.
And I think, you know, the conversation that I've had with the UAE over the last sort of few days, and it's something we'll be working hard to do in terms of getting a ranking. Of course, having played the UAE, they're not obviously currently ranked or rated, so we both need to put an extra game in. But yeah, I think both countries are really looking to get some more international matches under their belts as soon as possible.
It's a great play by Ireland. Quick break down the court. Hines looking for the ball, but good pressure by Porter and Flanagan. That's again great pressure by UAE. Fighting for every ball, 7 in it. 3.5 minutes to go to three-quarter time. Hines with penalty. 30 goals against 22. 7 all this quarter.
Big contact call that. Ooh.
Fanning looks like that was a bit of a big knock. Let's hope she's okay. As we know by the international rules, she only has 30 seconds to get off the court. That doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good, does it?
Let's hope she's okay. They won't want to move her if there is something seriously wrong. Let's hope it isn't that. Anxious moments for Ireland here. Let's see what is it her knee? As we were saying earlier, Fanning only joined the squad today.
Oh, what a shame if
Oh,
being helped off. What a shame. as you say, she's only joined the team today. Let's hope the injury isn't too bad and she can finish off the tournament.
She's obviously quite upset, quite emotional for the Ireland team. They'll all want her to be okay. The rules are such that substitution has to happen within 30 seconds. Ireland prepared slightly earlier than the UAE. Really important, those little key moments of clarity and quickness. So Duffy.
Lovely.
31 plays 22.
The gap opening a bit now. So the UAE need this one.
I'm not going to get it doing that.
No.
It's interesting how Slater has switched on court with Jeffries to pick up Donovan, possibly seeing her as the big threat.
Yeah.
Her experience really dominating. I think if I was Donovan, I saw Slater taking an interest in me.
Yeah, I think they really need to start to do something different now and getting that ball into her.
With 2 minutes to go then, a first time 10-goal gap opens up here in Gibraltar Netball Europe Open 2018. Very low scoring game.
Well, yeah, because we've seen, we saw a big score from the UAE yesterday. Obviously this is a very different opposition, different opposition today. We lost possession there by Hines. But yeah,
putting a huge amount of pressure on the ball. Now, where are they going to go?
Still asking for that over. Occasionally they do work.
High risk, but high reward when it goes in.
It's possibly they just keep doing it because they know it works for them some of the time. But then there's quite often there's two. It's 2 on her.
So Donovan with a shot to bring it back to a more comfortable 8. And whilst we wish Fanning well, we've got Gallagher joined us at wing attack for Ireland. Great hold by Hines, keeping that ball in court and scoring from it. 33-24, last few seconds of this game, almost 30 seconds only left on the clock.
The UAE, looks like there's another slight niggle there in terms of an injury. Oh, she's
footworked.
Yeah.
Clock running down. Umpire hasn't called time. So just 10 seconds left on the main stadium clock here. Are they aware? Can they get it in?
I'm not sure they are aware at the moment.
Slater's looking for it. She's looking for it. They're asking for it.
Maybe they do.
So as teams go to the bench, we'll have a look at some of the play from this quarter. The score now 33 to the Republic of Ireland, 24 to UAE. Pip, thoughts so far?
Well, as we were saying, I think the game is quite low scoring. 9 goals in it now. I think the UAE perhaps thought that they could challenge Ireland a little bit more. Looks like there are going to be some more team changes for the UAE. Looks like Donovan is coming off and being replaced.
So we'll have a look. We're just waiting to see what's doing. We just have a couple of... So great ball into Vickery. She takes... You can see, great take by Duffy. She's going to make no mistake. With an inch now. You can see Hunter, Slater going for everything.
fine.
Good tip.
Oh, that was
great shot. Nicely with Murphy. What a great drive between Duffy and Heinz. The UAE and Isle of Man not ranked yet. Good goal there. Quickness. So Duffy.
Lovely. Still asking for that over. Occasionally they do work.
Nothing. So we are getting ready to rejoin the teams on court. You can see the Ireland bench there. Fanning still being attended to by their primary carer. We sincerely wish her the best of luck. Hope she's not injured too significantly. Whether she'll play any further part today or hopefully be back tomorrow, we'll just have to wait to see, Pip.
Yeah, I think hopefully hopefully she will be back on tomorrow. It would be just such a shame if you know, having just arrived today, that she can't, you know, play for the rest of the tournament. But it would be a real shame.
So let's see how the teams are going to return to court. We will bring you the changes. We can see one or two already there. We'll bring you the official changes. Ian Fuller bringing the ball back into court for Murphy of Ireland to start the game again. Great early turnover by UAE. So great feed across to Lewis, back Vickery. As we can see, Anamani is now in at goal shooter. Ooh. Saw this yesterday a little bit.
I think it's early nerves.
But she scored that one, which is good.
And the UAE have got the opportunity to now reduce that deficit, taking that centre pass.
Good defence there by Slater there. Ireland bring the ball down again. Scrappy start to this quarter.
Yeah, a little bit.
Long ball to Vickery.
He's still trying that holding possession.
3 seconds called. I think UAE were probably hoping the switch would give them a few more options in the circle, but proving difficult with the likes of Jeffries and Slater in there. So Gallagher finding Slater. Flanagan really calling. Pressure on the ball, Heinz. Oh, unlucky Flanagan. Still 33-25.
Oh, another misunderstanding.
But they'll luckily retain the possession, Ireland. Duffy. 34-25. Ireland centre pass, they lead.
Good, very physical encounter here. Oh, that's a
Great
lovely
shot
ball.
by Duffy.
UAE centre pass.
So 10-goal gap here. UAE won't want to leave it at that for long. And Amani with an opportunity.
And luckily he's afforded another.
Out of court. Just need to settle on there. Gives the teams a few jitters when the shooters are missing balls like that.
I know.
There's great competition between all the positions on this court.
Very physical.
Hines just casually looks down as Porter on the floor.
Another confident shot.
36-25. Four minutes gone. I wonder if we're going to start to see the Republic pulling away now, using their experience.
Hines really asking for that ball there.
So 37 plays 25. Vickery looking for options.
Oh, supercharge there. Lovely running.
And Amani bring it back to 11. It almost looked like Murphy was helping Rogan stay on court there. Very sporting-like. Umpire didn't think that was appropriate.
It's turnover after turnover as well at the moment. Offside.
I think when they look back and see the number of unforced errors, I think both teams will perhaps reflect and say could have been a different game.
I think so as well. And again, it's so good being able to have the streaming and being able to watch it back. And again, that analysis from the score sheet as well, seeing where you afforded your opposition a run of goals. But yeah,
it's quite interesting because sometimes you can sense and you can feel it, and you know that one team's done, a run of successful shots.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant shot from Hines. But when you see it in black and white on the score sheet, there is no arguing about the flow of play and who has been dominant for a period of time.
I think it can sometimes give you a different reflection as well, in terms of whether you think you had a good quarter or a not so good quarter. It certainly gives you that opportunity to reflect, and again, watching it back. Needs to lift that.
It's not quite enough lift. Slater moved before she should have done, so Vickery will get her second go. I love watching Slater's face. She's just so animated. Great shot by Vickery on the third attempt. So 39 against 28, 11 goals in it, just over 8 minutes to go. Are we seeing perhaps a game that's gone too far away from UAE at this stage, Pip?
Possibly, if it's now that we're up to 11, possibly. There's still opportunities at least to close that gap from the UAE. Again, looking at everybody's body language and facial expressions, where they wish they'd done something differently or frustration with themselves.
So 40 now, Republic of Ireland. 28 UAE. still relatively low scoring. Good move by Anamani, wanted that ball.
A little bit more movement, not asking for that overhead ball all the time.
Great feed in
this end.
to Hines. Gallagher finding her really well. Rogan contacting. You can see when you're watching that pressure there, watching Hines all the time. Great pickup by Sinnott. Porter. So, whilst we don't have a say in the most valuable player, that comes down to the coaches who are asked to choose the most effective player from the opposition that they played in the match. All the nominations go to the appeals panel and are added up, and the winner will be announced tomorrow at the final closing ceremony. But who do you think has stood out for either team, Pip?
I would say that Slater has had a really big impact in this game, particularly for Ireland. I think she's stopped a lot of balls going in to the UAE's shooting circle. But Vickery has stood out for me in terms of for the UAE in terms of her movement, the speed, the agility that she's got, the movement of that ball. So as you say, it'll be interesting to see who the team coaches, the team managers award those to.
And of course, the opportunity is open to every single player in every single team. So it could be somebody from the Isle of Man.
Hopefully, that would be lovely. There's just another example there from Slater. Oh, on a super intercept.
Slightly late, according to the umpire. Duffy slots a real long bomb. So 42 against 31. Breaking.
And the UAE are certainly picking up any turnover balls now.
That's
great.
great.
Down the court, but then
pressure by
Jeffries.
Jeffries. Absolutely. Good pressure by UAE. Sadly, those of you who are watching might be able to see in the background, we do have the medical team on standby to help Fanning. I'm sure you're all with us as we wish her absolutely the best. Let's hope this is just precautionary and nothing more. Trish, our thoughts are with you. I'm sure you'll be looked after very well here, and we hope to see you back very, very soon. So just over 4 minutes to go, 11 the gap. Ireland in possession at their back line. UAE will be working hard on every ball. Experience of Duffy there, just calmly looking at options. Great intercept there.
They're still keen to get the ball down to their shooters, reduce that deficit. And let's hope they can reduce that by a few more goals now.
They'll know, absolutely. They'll know when they look back that they've had equal opportunities here, the UAE. Huge amount to learn from. Just a slight misunderstanding between Anamani and Rogan. What a credit, though, to international netball to see these teams here this weekend competing at the level that they are. The quality of play, the sportsmanship, the camaraderie, the competitiveness. Lovely. Wouldn't it be great to see a Netball World Cup for those ranked below 15 in the world?
Yeah, can we do that, Lynn?
We can do anything in Netball Europe.
Marvellous. Bring it on.
I'm going to regret saying that. Maggie Jackson and the rest of the Netball Europe Management Board will be...
Have they got their head in their hands as we speak?
I think they probably have right now. So, Ireland are in command in this quarter, 10-7, and they've got a commanding lead here, 43-31. We're into literally the last 3 minutes of what has been a great display of netball by these two teams, and it hasn't finished yet. Carly Lewis deciding we're still in this. Good for her. Vickery, if she'd had a Fitbit on or GPS tracker, it'd be amazing to see how many miles she's covered in this game.
Oh no, having to play that back. No opportunities to get that through. Oh, I'm playing it back again.
Just slightly winded, perhaps. Whew. She said, I'm not quite sure what happened there. The trainers, that is Genevieve Slater, happened there.
Yeah.
So last 2 minutes. It's been a great game. 43 against 31. Ireland showing their experience in this match.
We just can't keep that down in that shooting circle. It's a real shame. I noticed on this bio that that Slater is a triplet. She's one of 3 girls. So,
oh my goodness, thank goodness the other two don't play. That would be a formidable back three, wouldn't it? Oh, great tip by Flanagan.
Oh, unlucky. Just can't keep hold of it.
So literally the last minute of this game, we're going to see another goal. Hines is going to see what she can do.
Not quite lifted.
So we're going to go down the other end. Anamani perhaps inexperienced, looking to the umpire. Umpire thought it was fair contest in there. You don't hear the whistle, don't stop and look for it. 10 seconds just over remaining.
Well. Yeah.
Hines makes no mistake. 44-31.
And they're going to go for another one.
Of course they are. Oh, Porter, good hands. That might be one of the last touches of this game.
I think so. Unless there's a penalty here, unlucky.
And it is, and what a great spectacle of netball here in Gibraltar. Republic of Ireland will be delighted with their win, 44 goals against the UAE 31. Great competition though from UAE in only their 4th international game ever.
And again, that's what's so good about it, that you can come in and compete at the same level. And how lovely for them, because they'll get a cap each tomorrow.
And we
supercharged there. Lovely running.
Anamani.
This is from the score sheet as well. Seeing where you.
Good move by Anamani. Wanted that ball. Great feed in.
This end.
Final closing ceremony. But who do you think has stood out for either team? 10 seconds just over remaining. Hines, and when you see balls like that from Duffy going into Hines, you kind of recognise what it is. So it's been a great 3rd day of netball here in Gibraltar. Make sure you're back to join us tomorrow morning for the conclusion of this fantastic event. Literally everything to play for in the morning. Join us back here at local time at 10 o'clock to see the Isle of Man, HIP, take on Israel, and then the final match of the day, our host Gibraltar up against Ireland in what is sure to be a really classic game.